I want to get more into this idea of whether there's exhaustion, the word that they've used, in the tech space. I asked you that question, and not 2 seconds ago, Gina Francola on our markets desk text or emails that Microsoft hits a new all-time high. And then I see NVIDIA is reporting after the bell today, and that's been an incredible stock. It's the best performing stock in the NASDAQ 100 this year. Anastasia, I'm going to come to you in a second, but Brenda, then I noticed that you trimmed NVIDIA. So are you thinking that there's exhaustion somewhat in some of these highest of high-flying tech stocks?
Yeah, I think with NVIDIA, as you mentioned, it's one of the best performing stocks of the year. It's up 40% just in the last month. And really, since we first established a position in March of last year, it's up more than 350%. So it's clearly been a phenomenal stock. We think the fundamentals of the company are still likely to be incredibly strong when they report tonight. But we have to ask ourselves where the expectations have gone here for a beat and raising of expectations. So even though we continue to really like this company and really like the positioning within the semiconductor industry in terms of their exposure to faster growing innovative parts of the business, we think this is worthy of a trim. And as I mentioned earlier, I think some areas of the market are a little overdone, and this is one of them where I would suggest trimming.
Talk about high bar, Joe. You bought it in early September at $212. The highest street target right now is from Rosenblatt Securities, and that's $400. So Brenda says, you know what? It's looking kind of frothy, maybe. I'm going to take my money at least a little bit off the table, protect myself going into the number when the bar is, as we said, growing higher by the moment, it would suggest. What about you?
Well, I expect actually tonight that NVIDIA is going to be challenged here with earnings with extremely bullish expectations. And we're going to have to come through with a significant market share grab on the data center side, and certainly the revenue is going to have to grow significantly there. It's not going to be about gaming. It's not going to be about the cloud, which it was just 1 year ago in the quarter that was so incredibly strong. You're going to see the revenue is going to be really strong. But, Scott, I'm going to stay with NVIDIA. I'm going to stay with my exposure to semis and software, because here's what I suspect. I suspect that if Tom Lee and his chief technical strategist is correct, and there is going to be a little bit of a shakeout in the market, it's going to occur in the places I identified before. It's going to occur in crypto assets. It's going to occur in energy. It's going to occur in a lot of the value-oriented stocks that have recovered so significantly. And guess where? The recent winners. Yeah. Guess where that capital is going to flow? It's going to flow right back into the large and mega cap growth-oriented technology names where you've got the reliability of sustained revenue growth and you've got the pristine balance sheet. So NVIDIA, it clearly fits those characteristics. I'll endure a little bit of sell-off here because I believe over the coming months that stock is going to march towards that $400 price target.